Hey guys, welcome to Coptic Topic. I'm Maria, and today I'm here with,
Jessica.
Gena.
Joussia.
and we're going to be doing the girls dating episode. I wanted to say before we started, these are all opinions, and we did post a guys episode on their opinions on dating, so go check that out. When I was younger, I was told that I should not date at all. Like the way we saw dating in America, it was like you date, you break up, you date, you break up, and it was like nothing more. That's how my parents saw it, and I hated it because I had kids my age who had boyfriends, little play dates. I'm in preschool and they have boyfriends and they're having like little marriages in recess. I didn't get that. And so my parents were always like, you can't do that. But I don't know. I think it's because I'm Arab.
You're lucky.
Oh, did your parents tell you to date?
No, they never did. But did I listen?
Bill?
Hey. Okay. Dating in my country, Egypt, okay? And dating in my experience was a little different. It was not like hold hands and all the lovely stuff. No. It's just saying your emotions to the other person.
And then you get married?
لا خلاص خلصنا. We're done. This is it. You just say I love you. Oh, I love you back with that really red face, كده blushing, and then you disappear
Marriage.
from it. No, you disappears from each other life.
Never mind. I take back what I said about
Yeah,
dating
this
here.
is why dating is not for Arabs.
How about you? Because I know you're married. What?
I am. Dating, to me, it was personally normal. I grew up here. I don't consider myself as Arab as much. So it was. I want to say it was fine, but at the same time, knowing that it's not fine was just a little hard to deal with and all of that. But yeah.
Me too. Okay. What are y'all thoughts on high
You
school?
didn't ask about my opinion.
I guess I'll ask.
I guess I should
She's
go.
gonna be the one.
What about your opinion, Jessica?
I was gonna answer the question about or the part that you said about like parents being so overprotective because I feel like the idea of dating in America is very different than how we would because there's a lot of things that I feel like are wrong with how Americans choose to date. For example, living with each other before you're married and other things. So I feel like that aspect kind of puts it into our parents' head that that's what we're going to be doing and that's the path that we're going to take. But I feel like it's different for us, but that just makes them really overprotective in a way because here it's completely different. So,
Yeah.
I think as Egyptians, we think about it, or Arabs, we think about it in a different way than actually Americans. But to be honest with you, with all due respect to men,
No respect.
Go ahead.
they take it a little further, but we try to stay in like Egyptian.
Know our limit.
Yeah, we know our limits, but I
Yeah.
think they just go with the flow easier. This is why our parents always afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're really good at going with the flow.
This is like slightly off topic, but as in high school, I also feel like it's the same. Like the guys are just like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
While the girls are more like, I'm
Protect.
trying to
Yes.
like get somewhere with this. I don't know. It might just be the people around me, but I feel like it's become a common culture where I feel like the girls low key trying more. And I'll see on TikTok, they'll post videos like conversations, and I feel bad for the girl, but I don't know if it's just that one situation, but it happens to be repetitive, like in every TikTok. And I think that's also another reason my parents are like, no high school dating, just wait till you're in college because at least they'll be a little more mature. They know they're focused on their major, and you know they're not just about to drop out.
And can I say something? Also, we're actually like how I think about it in Egypt when I liked someone in my age, Yani. I had to ask someone older than me, and when I actually asked them, they were telling me my limits. They didn't tell me don't date, but just say you can't hold hands. Simple things
Dang.
like this. I think.
I just got the no.
Yeah, but like you can't hold hands. Like this is the simplest thing you would do in America, but we can't even do that in Egypt. So
Yeah.
what's the point of dating?
I don't know.
True. That's what it feels like it's always. But also, like, adding on to what you were saying, how guys, like, sometimes it feels like they have it easier. It's because in our culture, it feels like only girls are the ones that are like, you have to
Spotlight.
do this, you have
Yeah.
to act a certain way. But guys, I feel, always get a lot of leeway, and
Yep.
it's
That's true.
That is so true.
and it's like
I still have
obviously it's
curfew.
not fair, but that's just reality. Because like,
I still have curfew.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel so heavily on this because me and my brother, oh my goodness, it's so different when we hang out. When my, like, don't get me wrong, I understand like safety reasons.
Yes, yeah.
But when my brother hangs out at 11 p.m., oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends like right next to me. If those words came out my mouth, oh my gosh,
yeah.
no, I'm
They're
not
trying
going
to be-
anywhere.
They're trying to be a little smoother on me because I'm 25 now, but but my curfew is still at 11:30.
They really didn't
Sometimes
matter.
12. Sometimes. In occasions.
The
Doesn't happen.
switch
I'm not-
between I think it's like what 16, 17, and then 18 to 20, where it's like, no, you can't be with boys, and now it's like, oh, have you found someone?
Oh,
Have you,
no.
like been talking to someone? I'm like, what is this? What is this?
Yeah.
Like, crazy switch that happened. But
You know that
yeah.
thing when they're like, oh, if you graduate from college and you don't have a significant other, you're like not getting married. Like what?
Oh,
I never heard of that.
Oh, really?
But,
I-
but you're right, because it's like a certain age. You're like,
No, but
oh,
I
why?
think
it's like
that-
a joke.
I think you're right.
No.
I think it's kind of right because, like, think about it. After college, you're going to work. As me, like, I work in an office full of women. What I'm gonna marry?
Hey,
Who I'm
hey,
gonna marry?
there's options still. Trust.
Where?
Online.
No,
Hit
no,
up
we're not
Tinder.
going that path.
Just kidding. Okay, thoughts on high school sweethearts? Do you think they'll last? I'm in high school, so we could always change this to college sweethearts because I know y'all are all older than me. Share your thoughts.
No. Sometimes they do.
Do y'all know any?
I do. I do only know one.
Just one.
I-
That lasted
I
and
know
got
a
married.
couple.
A couple?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think it honestly has to do with who you are as a person, how you guys communicate with each other and stuff like that. Because I feel like there's more guys that would be more mature than others in high school, but some are just only looking for certain things in high school, which is why I feel like it's not as common. But I feel like there are a few out there where they are in the right mentality for a relationship, so it does last. So,
That was so well said. Oh my goodness.
thank you.
I highly agree. Any last points on the high school?
I feel like I matured so much since high school, and I feel like my thoughts of relationship now is totally different than high school.
Yeah, I feel like high school doesn't last
No,
as much.
not at all.
Nope.
I'm in high school. Don't have
Sorry.
an opinion about that, but I think I'd agree.
Hey, there is a 50-50 chance.
Do you have friends that have lasted in high school?
Yeah, I know one couple, but
Okay.
I think they're doing good. They've been together for 4 years, so
Okay.
or 5. I'm
They
not.
might last.
5
They might
years in
last.
high school?
Yeah, like 8th grade, high school.
Oh, wow. Middle school.
Yeah, they graduated and now they're married.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
So those are your role models, okay? Whatever we said, just
I got you. I got you. Aside from high school, I feel like church is like they have two complete different perspectives, and I feel like you could say that's assumed because high school completely different than the way the church thinks. But I think that in high school everybody's kind of pushing you to date because everybody around you is dating, versus in church, I personally don't know anyone my age who is dating, but I don't really know where I'm going with this.
no. I think I got it. Okay, there's a big problem that I'm seeing in church. So since we were kids till high school, they're all my brothers.
Yes.
After high school,
because they tell you. That,
yeah, they're all your brothers. Okay. After high school, they want you to pick an option from them.
Yeah.
How can I marry my brother?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's talk about how they separate boys and girls for Sunday school.
They never did it for our church.
They did it for us.
they
Oh, we
And
never
I
had
feel
that.
like I feel
They
like that
still
put a
do.
huge gap in like
Oh,
at
yeah,
least
we don't know
my
each
age
other.
group, because it was like
yeah.
you're advertising the wrong idea where it's like, oh, we have to separate you at this age. Well, it's like, well, when you do that, what signal are you telling me? You're saying that you guys don't trust us to be together.
Yep.
So I feel like that was a little weird for me. I don't know, but
They still do that till now.
They do.
Oh, my church never did that, but I
Yeah.
think it's because our church is so small.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think our Sunday school consists of 20 people, maybe 30. I don't really know, but it's pretty small. So we never had that separation. And I feel like because we didn't have that separation, I grew close to my church. Like, I'm on this podcast because my friends are both genders, boy and girl, in my Sunday school, and we all pushed each other to be in this podcast. And I feel like they made church feel like a community to me. And I feel like because your church separated that, it kind of took that away. Like I enjoy coming to church and even staying after, not just staying for church and then leaving after, like that those hours after, I love it because I'm with my friends and I'm with people who have the same mindset as me. And I'm not scared that they're swaying me away from God or they're going to encourage me to do something that doesn't follow God. But like that idea of separating them, I feel like is just a bad idea. I don't think at y'all's age you're even thinking about that.
I just think that I separating them is a little better just because they're already doing so much in the young age.
But you tell a kid not to push the red button, and they're like, and so if you're separating them, you're giving them the idea that I don't trust you. Like, I don't trust that you guys should be together. And like she said, like we have proof right here. Like their church did not separate them, and now they have a friendship that they've had for years. But if you look at, for example, my age group, we don't have that connection with the guys my age. It feels like there's a huge disconnect between us. Obviously, yeah, we talk to each other, we're friends with each other, but it's not a strong connection because from a young age, you were like, no, I have to separate you. And then, like she said, like we didn't even know that was an issue, but now that you separated us and you take a step back and you're like, why are they separating us? Now we're gonna be like, oh, you don't trust us to be together. So then that puts it in their head even more, and they're like, okay, now for real, I'm gonna like do what I want to do. That's how I just feel like that's the message that it gives sometimes. So
I agree. I agree fully.
I agree.
that's just my opinion.
Okay. Another way. So I feel like before we give them the freedom to interact with each other, we just have to set some boundaries and rules.
Okay.
Not because of anything, but because when they're like, there is no boundaries, no rules, and we're separating them without telling them why are we actually separating them? When they're like have their freedom, you don't like it.
No. I don't think we should separate them because you're building a friendship.
Yes.
And I mean, in the future, when you grow up, eventually you're going to end up moving forward with that person because eventually you're going to want to get married and you're going to end up marrying someone you don't know anything about. You haven't been friends with them. You're just getting married because you need to get married. Like, you don't know them. But if we're all together, you get to know that person, the personality, how they act around people, around in general. But if we're separated, I feel like you just don't know that person.
I agree. And I
So
disagree.
you can agree with her, but not me.
You're my child. You're my
Whatever.
troublemaker. Okay, no, I feel like I agree, kind of not agree in the same time. I just feel like maybe, okay, let's not separate them, but let's set a rules and boundaries.
Like what?
I think like the rules and boundaries aren't necessarily like they're not important because I don't think it's on anyone's mind. Like what age group are we talking about right now? Because
I'm talking about literally middle school.
okay. I don't think that there should be like boundaries set because I don't think that they think of dating like that. Like the boundaries are just going to be there and put ideas in their head like, oh, so they don't want us to date, they don't want us to do this, so let me do that.
I don't want to say no dating. I'm just saying if we are planning on it, because this is what we did with our kids.
Okay.
In Scout. If you're planning on it, it's okay. There is some feelings we will feel, and you'll have to fulfill it, I'd say. But I feel like putting like there's limits to this. Okay, we're not Americans.
Yeah.
And we're not Egyptians.
Yes.
So we're in the middle. So we have to put rules where like it's mix of both American and Egyptian at the same time. I'm not saying do not date. I'm just saying let's set up boundaries because this is the first thing they think about in their middle school age is that they have feelings and they want to express it, and they're expressing it in a sometimes in the wrong way. It depends on the person, to be honest with you. But sometimes in the wrong way, and they take it a little too far, and then we regret it at the end, and we come back crying and all lovely stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm? You know where
I'll
I'm going?
take that. I'll take
I
that.
feel like the boundaries can come in a way where it's like I'm not gonna pull out a list. Maybe like don't do this. Don't.
No,
do this.
no, no.
It would be like this is what this is coming from a place of care of someone who is older than you. This is what I feel like you should consider when you want to do those.
Yes.
things.
No,
Or, like,
I agree with
enter
that.
that
To be
area.
friends.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm not sitting here saying, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, but it's coming from a place of care, and that's when I feel like they might listen to you.
Yes.
And, like,
No, I agree with
want
that.
to actually take your advice, or even trust you enough to come and talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I have this going on. But when you're like, it's just they don't trust you anymore, and then they walk away from the church.
I hate this.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
So-
And I grew up with like my cousins, they're boys, so I'm used to interact with boys. So that was not a big problem for me when I was in church, because I was not really in church when I was young age. Yani. Okay, don't look at me like in the church.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Calm down, girls.
What did I
But
hear?
I'm just saying, in Egypt, I was not that close to church. I was close to my family, and my family was mostly boys, and they're all my age.
Yeah.
So I did not feel the problem until I came here, or when I go to church and I think they're separating us, I would feel like, oh, they don't trust me. But at the same time, I did not feel like it's a big deal. Well, versus you guys here, that was a big deal for you because you never interact with guys except in school or after Sunday school, if any.
Honestly, when you were separated, like the two genders, did you feel like you still had a sense of community in the church? Like, did you feel like you wanted to go to church and you felt like you belonged, or was it kind of like iffy?
I think the sense of belonging to church has never gone away, but from that situation, it was now, or at least my younger self, this is speaking from my younger self, is that, oh, do my Sunday school teachers not trust me? Or is this something that I should be thinking about where, I don't know, just the idea, if anything, the disconnect happened more with the people that would teach us, where it's like, well, I don't understand why you're doing this. And again, it came from a place of curiosity. It was like no hate against servants, but that's just how it felt in the moment. But as far as a community with friends, like obviously, like you said, after Sunday school, we would still hang out with each other, but I felt like it could have been stronger if we had Sunday school together and were able to have like conversations that we had in Sunday school as a group instead of two separate groups. So
I agree.
yeah,
No, I agree.
but
So you took me from disagreeing to agreeing. A point for Jessica.
I stop it.
What else do you have in mind?
Dating apps.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I think they're okay.
N-O.
Okay. What do you think?
Half and half. I feel. I don't know how.
the
I
middle
feel.
ground.
I don't know how to feel about it, or I don't know.
I think there's good dating apps. Like,
It depends.
I'm not on any, but I've seen ads. Like, I wouldn't recommend Tinder.
Yeah, I was
Until
about
you
to say.
go on
Oh, so you're talking about like the Christian dating apps?
Yes.
You know they have Instagram pages.
Yeah.
Where it's like
They keep following me.
meet your Christian soulmate. The one
I'm gonna meet you
for
through Instagram.
And I'm like, okay. So I feel like you said, there's good and bad. So if it's maybe a Christian one and you feel like you're mature enough to have a relationship, then you can use that app. But like
The
Tinder,
American?
or what's the other one? Bumble.
Bumble.
No, I only
the
knew
American
Tinder.
ones. No.
That's how you get kidnapped.
That's-
in my opinion.
Easy way to get connected.
Yeah.
I don't like them, to be honest.
Why?
I just feel like, as I mature,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I feel like I'm looking at someone's picture and I'm basically saying, oh, that might work, that might not. Is that how it goes?
Well, no. I'm pretty sure they're like
It's a
there has to be a
forgery.
caption or like are there profiles?
Even if there's
Has anyone
profile-
had
like,
Okay.
Well, if you see them all as your brothers at church, then how are you gonna meet someone and end up getting married?
there is someone for me that are not brother out of the 999
I mean, I think it's
people.
fair to say that the attraction has to be there. So yes, the picture is part of it.
I don't see
what if
attraction
it's a
as
catfish?
pictures anymore.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying.
What if it's a
That's why I'm
catfish?
saying you should use them because
I-
then you could get catfish and can. But like, I was responding to what you were saying, where you said, like, is that really how it is? Where I'm looking at someone and I'm like, oh, I'm interested, but I feel like attraction is part of it. Like that's
There's people
That's
that I
fine.
got attracted to, not because of how they look. It's because of how they actually treat other people.
Well,
See, I feel like the
I'm not
app
saying
is
that
just a
doesn't
guide. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, you can finish.
Fight.
The app is just a guide. So if you see someone you know, like everybody I feel has a type. Like they just have a type in men. Maybe. I personally have a type when it comes to men.
I don't know.
It might
You
obviously.
don't have a type?
I don't know.
Tell me right now the description.
You know, a lot of people have different types. More people, like, I don't know. Everybody just has their own things that they like, and mine might change as I get older.
Yes.
But if I were to get a dating app when I'm older and I have these likes that I want in a person and they have a description or they have like a specific look or they like the church, I would just be more interested in that person and I would swipe.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, what if we found 10 people have the same exact thing that you're looking for?
You text all of them?
No way.
you text them and then-
I'm just kidding.
Play the Bachelorette.
Coptic bachelorette.
For real.
That sounds fun.
I feel like oh my god, I'm texting 10 people at the same time.
Well,
They-
I
they
can
don't
barely
Ten at
get
the
less.
Hey Gina, I
get
can
less.
no.
They end up getting less.
Okay,
I
there's
barely
some that
can
get some of them-
handle 2 people texting me.
Well, yeah, because you don't text. Point period. You don't answer texts.
Yeah,
That's
I'm bad at this.
But if you have like your mind set on finding a significant other, maybe a little more effort will be put
Yeah.
into it. And
You currently don't have that mindset, so 10 people seems a lot.
I can't put effort in anything in life right now.
well, maybe you could start with. Well, I'm not saying like
no, go ahead.
anything, but someone could start with just 1 or 2 people, and you don't have to necessarily lead them on to like, oh, I want a relationship, but hey, let's be friends. I found you interesting.
Yeah.
I like
agree.
depending on the app because
just
some
get to
people
know
could get
them.
mad at that.
Okay. Maybe
Because
Okay.
looks isn't everything and personality isn't everything.
That's
There's
true.
a good balance. So you're right. These apps kind of like you only look at pictures, but once you talk to the person, if you feel like you're interested, like that comes next too. So it's not always like only looks.
okay, can I say something? I was thank you. I was raised in Egypt.
Okay.
My mindset was a little different. Okay? So, as we said it before, we don't have dating.
Sorry, just get cut off. Go ahead. What you were saying.
I was talking about my not biggest actually, but like I like that guy because he was holding the kids around church and he was taking care of them.
I think that's so cute.
I think that too. And you can't find that in a dating app. They
True.
barely hold dogs.
You don't know that. What if they post a picture with a dog or a baby?
That's it. Oh, the baby? It's
It's
probably his
baby.
child.
Okay. I didn't mean to go there, but I meant okay. We'll go back to the
But
dog.
if you're holding a kid in your picture, that's coming off strong. Like you want them to hold the kid in the picture.
Babysitter.
Okay. No. I'm not taking people by pictures. I have to see their actions.
Okay, so if you don't do pictures, what are your standards for a man? Because like I don't know. I feel like one of the standards is the way they look, but you're saying that doesn't
No,
necessarily
I think
matter.
no, because I feel like I could get attracted to people who don't look, yani, cute to others. But I think I get attracted because how they actually act. Like if they're sweet and nice and they treat people nicely, I think I would be so attracted to them than people who are attractive but they don't have a nice personality.
So personality is
Oh
big.
yeah, it's it's first thing.
Big one.
First.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. I also think personality is big. Like if they look good to everyone else, but they act like I'm below them, that's an immediate turn off. Like I
Yeah.
hate that. Or they think
Being
they're above.
mansplained to.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
yes.
gosh.
No, another thing is I feel like I'm gonna grow old and he's gonna grow old, and if I'm gonna live with that personality, not how he looks. Because once we grow old and gray, it's not gonna look the same.
True. That's a good point.
Mhm.
Any other standards other than personality? Like there has to be more than just personality. I don't know. I think smarts. Like, you gotta be smart. I cannot talk to someone who. No. I'm not saying like a genius, but if you're purposely acting dumb or you like can't do simple like things, and it's because you're doing it on purpose. Like if I ask you, oh, what's like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't ask this, but like 5 + 5, and then they do this whole thing of like, oh, I don't know. That makes me so mad. Like I can't do that. And I'm not saying the 5 + 5 thing, but just acting dumb in general when they know the answer, that bothers me so much.
I mean, I agree with the intelligent part, but I feel like you are intelligent as far as like being aware, you know? So I don't want someone that is going to not realize that like something's upsetting me, or someone who's like
Care.
only cares about themselves. Like you have to be emotionally aware and intelligent to realize that like there are certain things you have to notice, and you have to be intelligent. What do they call it? Street smart? Like where it's not you're not only book smart, you're also street smart. Or if we're out someplace and you realize I'm uncomfortable, like you know to step in without me having to say anything. I feel like that's the type of intelligence I would look for.
Dang. I was just talking about because I know I have a while before I graduate fully from school. So like that education is such a big factor. I feel like. I mean, y'all are in college. Would y'all date someone who was like, I'm gonna drop out of college, or they just don't care about college?
Well,
You can be honest.
You don't always need college to be
Smart.
yeah, smart, but also like I don't know, you could start a business, blow up, and become a
I
millionaire.
feel like
But you have to be driven, or
yes.
or I guess
You
like
have
you
to be
have a
motivated.
plan, and you have
Yes.
to be motivated and have something going for you.
If he have
So-
motivations and dreams in the future, I think I will be attracted to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's solid.
And I think another thing that will make, but don't take my opinion as something, but I think what attracts me in men is actually being a man.
What do you mean?
Like being protective,
Oh,
but
okay.
not overly protective, but protective. Like I don't know how traditional Egyptian men are, but not.
Oh gosh.
I don't want to say it that way. I don't want to go that way. But I mean, okay, my parents, they share everything at home. Oh wow.
Allah.
Great. Okay. My parents do share everything at home. So I feel like I really want someone to share everything with me. But at the same time, he have to be I'm going to give him that role. Like I want him to share his opinion, and actually in front of my kids, I want him to be a kind of a lead, you know? Like don't go ask Baba, go to ask Mama. Baba and Mama share the same opinion, but Baba will say the opinion. Throw it in Baba, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like I would want that, like that opportunity to be able to tell my kids my opinion as well. Like, are you
Yeah.
saying you have the same opinions, but
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dad says it only?
No. It
Okay.
doesn't
Like
have to
they
be that way.
agree before
They
they
agree.
talk to
Yeah,
each
we
other.
agree
Yeah.
before we talk. But in the same time, I feel like I will give him a little bit of a leadership.
Just because
I
he's
don't
a
agree
man.
with that.
I don't either.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, to be honest, I was thinking about it when I was a little younger. No, I have to share everything with them.
Yeah.
And I do. I said, take my opinion. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like part of being protective is like not being a leader. طبعاً اللي هو leader, you know, you have to say the word and your word is the final, but we have to discuss it together. And I don't know how to explain.
Wait, your word is like he gets the final
No,
say?
he's not the final say, but sometimes he have to be.
Oh
Well,
gosh.
as long as you guys have talked about
We're not
it
gonna fight about
first.
We're gonna fight right here, right
I don't know.
No.
I'm a more of a traditional woman, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a
Okay,
traditional
I can
woman.
respect that.
Yeah.
I can respect wanting to be traditional, but I don't agree with that. Because
He don't have to erase
also
my
the
opinion.
whole like, oh, I'm gonna bring out your father because he's the one who scares you, and you're gonna like,
Oh no.
you're gonna listen to him
No.
because he gets the final say.
No.
I feel like that's also something I don't agree with because it's like,
we have to share opinions.
okay,
But in the same time, I feel like outside of the house, he have to be the man.
okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Okay.
so not like in the household.
No,
It's like
we're-
outside. If
My house is a sharing. It's me. Like
oh,
we
okay.
share.
I
everything
misunderstood you then.
together. I
We don't
always
have to
explain
fight
stuff.
anymore.
We can't fight. You're my daughter. Don't forget that.
Stop.
Mom figure.
Okay.
Not actually your daughter.
Those are y'all's standards. So they compared to that, what's your bare minimum? Like I
Should
see
be
y'all's
no bare
standards.
minimum.
There shouldn't.
There's here. There's no bare
There's high
minimum.
standards
Yeah.
Okay.
فاهمة.
Like bare minimums is like the least he could do that would still like
that you would
It
be
would-
satisfied with.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to find a guy with like the minimum, but you would still be okay with it. So some people would say that their bare minimum is if their guy gets them flowers, but to someone else that could be their high standard. Do you get what I'm saying?
A little bit.
So my bare minimum would be the flowers thing. Like I won't expect it, but like I would love it.
I would
Like that would
love
be a
it. Oh, yeah,
high
yeah, yeah,
standard
yes,
for me.
yeah.
Wait, what did I just
But
say the bare minimum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I contradicted myself. Sorry, I meant
I would love to be that's the bare minimum. I would love that.
I meant to say that's like a high standard for me. Like I would love to get flowers, but I wouldn't expect it.
Oh yes. There's
I
a lot
still
of
feel like that's a high standard because it's like I'm gonna hold you up to that standard because bare minimum is something I wouldn't even take my time to pursue, in my opinion. So
Oh.
that's just my opinion, though.
so confusing now.
We have standard, no bare minimum.
I don't know. Gina, tell me your opinion.
There's no bare minimum.
Okay. Thank you so much.
There is none.
I like my bare. I think I have a bare minimum. And my bare minimum is that they're just social. That's literally like I know it's expected, but like that's
I actually
the lowest
agree
I'll go.
with that because if you're the shy one in the relationship, I can't do that.
Oh,
I
I
can't be the dominant one. Like in
This
like
is
a
what I'm saying.
no. You said he gets the final say. That's different.
No, he don't have to get the final say. We're proving
Okay.
it together. But if we're in like setting like this,
Uh-huh.
and he have to like we proved that we're going. Let's say you're going out.
Okay.
We already proved that we're going out. I'll let him say it to you. يعني دخلوه كده.
Wait.
يعني مثلا we were together. I'm not gonna say like, oh, we're going out. Like we're gonna discuss it.
No, I just meant like in social settings. Like
Oh yeah.
he's able to carry conversations with people we're with.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm not the
I-
person who's gonna
yeah.
carry the conversation.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
it's gonna be done.
will,
I can, but I
wanna
don't want
be
to.
The only one. Just you will carry the conversation.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I don't like guys who don't know how to talk.
Okay, that's what we just said.
Yeah, you just made me think about it.
Okay. Yeah,
If they don't have humor, I'm out. I'm out. Like they need to have me laughing.
that's
like,
true.
If their personality's bland,
It's hard.
You can be so serious all the time.
Oh, you know, you can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate.
oh, and they gotta be tall. They gotta be tall. No, height's so big.
6 feet and above. Actually,
No,
6'5".
It doesn't have to be like 6 feet because I feel like everybody's always like they have to be
I'm
6
just
foot,
kidding.
6 foot.
Yeah.
But I'm 5'5". So honestly, if you're 5'7", I'm sold. But if you're 5'4", get out. No, because like imagine heels and then they're just like below me.
True.
No, I can't. Or they have to stand on a little. Is your husband shorter than you?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
Wow.
Pull up pictures.
She kept staring at me. I was like, maybe I should just.
No, I used to be like that. I don't know, when I hit 24, 23, I start like, oh, looks are just okay. Yeah.
No.
Now my kids
It's a
gotta
nice-
look good too.
It's a nice thing to have a man that's taller than you.
But I'm gonna
When you're hugging them, it's
I will look
nice
like this.
to
I will
be
have the uneven
on the
surgery.
chest, to lay your head on the chest area.
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna just say I agree.
Okay.
Okay.
I also agree. But it's okay.
Someone doesn't at the end.
I just feel like some
She would
stuff.
like to be the tall
No.
one.
I know it's not about that.
It's
It's
hard
just
to find a tall guy. I
not.
know.
Oh yeah, that's
For you,
But
taller.
another thing is, I feel like nowadays they keep telling me, "What about this one? What about because they're tall, not because of their personality."
I just don't think that personality is like it comes next, but it's not the only thing that you consider. Like there's other things you have to consider. But anyways,
I just want to clarify something. I think. Do you remember when I said that guys have to stay or take the last decision.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it that way. I just feel like it's a equal relationship. Like I will let him do whatever he wants once, and he will do the same for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a last call, but like it's more of like, okay, let it pass this time. And if I don't care too much about it, then why would I even argue or disagree with it? Yeah, I don't care too
But
much.
you guys would still talk about
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
will. But I mean, like, if we did not came to
Agree.
an
point?
agreement, I would let it go
Uh-huh.
sometimes because I feel like
But don't you feel like that would build up
no.
if you let it go?
If
and then it like
if I get
build up
mad
over
about it, yes. But if I was the one saying, look, Halas, you take the call or you do whatever you want, then Halas. Sometimes it's that easy.
Interesting.
I feel like sometimes it's that easy. I'm not that easy too, but
Ooh.
no, I love to argue like what I'm doing right now.
It's okay. I love to argue too.
Any last points?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Do y'all want to switch it up to situations? Like, what if he does something? How would you respond?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What if he cheats? Like, what would y'all do? Dip?
Oops. Automatic dip.
Oh,
No.
you
What?
wanna try to work it out?
No.
It depends on how far he went.
Oh gosh. No.
Clarification, please.
Okay. If it's stalking, if he was talking to someone and I figured it out,
Okay.
I would let it go. But hey, it comes with a consequences.
Red
It
flag.
comes to no wait. It comes
So
with
you're in a relationship,
uh-huh.
okay, and your man is entertaining another girl, texting, DMing,
Mhm.
snapping, whatever.
And says he
You-
doesn't have a wife.
Yeah. Oh, we're talking marriage.
Oh,
I thought
either
this-
way.
Oh, we're
girl or
talking marriage?
girlfriend.
Okay.
Oh.
And he says he's been entertaining another girl. Okay. You're gonna be like, oh, we can talk about this.
I feel like everyone have a second chance. Deserve a second chance. So I would give him the second chance.
And what if he
but
does it again?
no,
Are you
if he
better
does it
than me?
again, he's bye. Halos.
He's boy.
He's boy.
I
Bye.
just don't. I don't think those things should have second chances because that's when you allow him to feel like you don't respect.
It
yourself.
depends also when did it actually happen in the relationship.
What does that mean?
Is it like early beginning of the relationship? Then he's definitely not
A
interested in me.
relationship is a relationship.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
but I mean
if
like
I'm- if
how
I'm-
would Haiga? I always go with that mindset.
Okay.
And I think that stops guys from cheating. Whatever you're doing, I'm doing as well. So if you're cheating on me, I'm cheating on you. So think about it that way. He will
I'm
never.
so
No, he will never look like to someone else because he will be afraid that I will look to someone else as well. But if he does, I feel like he deserves a second chance. If he's just talking to someone, I have to stop him and let him know that I know what he's doing, and I will give him a second chance. Hear me out. I'll give him a second chance. But if he did it again, then we're out.
See, I think when a guy commits to a relationship, that's committing to a relationship. You gotta let go. If you were talking to more than one girl, you gotta leave all those other girls. And the fact that he's talking to more than one girl is already a flag that's up in the air. But like, if that doesn't matter to you, then okay. But if he's talking to other people while he's in a committed relationship, he was never committed in the first place, and you're both wasting your time.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, he's gonna change because if he was going to change when he have already changed before he went into a relationship, if he cared that much about the relationship, he would have never cheated in the first place.
That's true.
Like,
I
you
mean-
got to put yourself.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I hear both sides, and I can see why sometimes second chances do work out. But I just feel like it's like if you allow him to do that once, like she said, that automatically means, oh, he might possibly do it again. And another thing is, dang, I lost my thought.
I always do.
I was gonna say something. So like, I just feel like we've all been talking about what we look for, but like, how did you know that your husband was the one when all these things were met and he met the expectations that you had?
Honestly, there was this feeling that he's the one. It I don't know how to explain it. It was just a feeling that he is the man. Like my standards were met. I
Is there anything that wasn't met?
no.
Oh wow, that's
I
impressive.
feel like I feel like it was all met. Like personality was there, everything that I was looking for. I don't know. I don't know how to say it.
Was there anything that you felt like wasn't there, but after you guys like talked about it or found a common ground? Because I feel like, or from what we hear, that like people argue and there are things that are gonna arise because you guys are different. So how did you work past that?
We were totally different. We had so much different things in our lives, and we told each other like this. I don't like when you do this, and then he would work on it, and then now we got used to it, and
Yeah.
we know what we like and how it goes and all of that. We do what
You have a groove going.
Yeah.
How you guys talk with each
Yep.
other. That's good.
it comes after time. And I mean, there's still ups and downs. And I feel like having the arguments is actually making it a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have arguments, it's like the other person doesn't really care. Like they don't care to argue about it, which
Yeah,
sometimes
that's
is
true.
like, oh, I don't care because I'm anyways talking to someone else. I don't care because I don't even care about you.
Yeah.
I feel like no, if that person cares, he'll take the time and put it in and let's sit and talk about this. I don't like when you did this. 1, 2, 3. Let's fix it so it doesn't happen again.
Right.
I feel like that's what's a good thing to have in a relationship.
And how did you tell your parents?
It had to come step by step, little by little. Like no, it started off with Momo.
Mama.
There's this guy I met through a friend. We are talking, and then when we're on the phone once, because he's not from here, he's actually from California. So when we were on the phone, and then Mama would come in my room, I'm like, "Oh, Mama, do you want to talk?" And it just came like that, and then they would talk with each other, and then they got to know each other more, and then also same thing with my dad. He also came in and he spoke with him, and then my husband decided to move here. And when he did move here, he came, and then he came to the house. He met my parents, and it was pretty smooth, honestly, which I was really surprised about that it went this smooth. Yeah,
What was the first thing he said to your parents when he came?
I do not remember.
Do you remember?
I do not remember.
What was the first thing you said to her parents? What was the first thing you said to her parents when you met them?
غير هاي. He said عمي أنا جاي أتقدم لبنتك.
Did you bring flowers? Did you bring chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate is important.
He gets a
Bravo.
round of applause.
Bravo.
Very
There
good.
you go, hero.
He did what a normal,
Nice.
traditional Egyptian
We were waiting.
does.
What about like being able to hang out with him once he did move here? Were they always like, oh, you have to be home by a certain time. Oh, you can't be alone with him, stuff like that. You have to go out with other people. I'm just
Yep, there was standards. Like I had to be home by 10. They would keep calling and where are you? What are you doing? And in the very beginning, it's like you go out, you have to be with a friend. You go out, oh, you take your sister with you.
Yeah.
Your sister has to be with you. Your friend has to be with you. And then over time, I guess they got to know him more and got to know who he is.
And
Like,
trust
he's not
him.
gonna kidnap me, or he's not gonna kill me.
He's not catfish.
He's not a catfish. And then like yeah, we would go out, but like I would have to be home by 10, the max. And then we got engaged, and it got more lenient. I feel like it got more like, oh, instead of 10, it's okay. It's 11 now. You can come back home at 11. But then when it got closer to getting married, the last week or so, it's okay. Like I went home at 12.
Okay.
1.
So it gets
Yep.
better with time.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It gets more smoother over time.
Well, my curfew is right now at 11:30. Am I gonna get engaged and be 12:30?
It depends on your
You want a longer curfew? I'm gonna get engaged right now.
just an hour
I'm
extra.
just gonna get engaged to have a more time
An hour
outside.
extra.
An hour extra.
Watch out, guys. Okay, do y'all want to do situations now?
Then
Yeah.
Are we okay? What are y'all's opinions on divorce?
Yeesh. It's a big one.
I don't like it. My opinion is I don't like that. I mean, I feel like everything has a solution to it. Just depends on what it is. But at the end of the day, if you're married, there has to be a solution. You got married because like you guys built a story, you guys love each other. It just can't go all to waste over something so small that we can fix together. Like, let's sit and talk. And if it's something too big, I feel like, okay, let's just take it to our confession priest. Let's take his opinion on it. Let's see what he thinks, and maybe he can fix it. And let's all sit and talk about it. But I feel like divorce is just a really big word.
Yeah.
I think divorce has like it the rate has increased because of the dating culture today.
Right.
Like,
I was about to say that too.
People are breaking up over the smallest things. Like I'm seeing relationships not last. Like maybe 1-2 years and then they're just off.
commitment
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah. And so when someone gets married and in the past they've had relationships that have just broken off, even if they tried but it still broke off, it puts in their mindset that, okay, if the marriage doesn't work out, it's okay. I can always get a divorce. And I think that's why the rates are so high. But that's just a personal opinion.
No,
There
I
could
feel,
probably
I
be
feel like
reasons.
divorce is high now because I don't know how to say it, but like as we were saying about second chances, sometimes people don't give second chances on simple things. I feel like now I feel like I'm more sensitive to stuff than my actual parents. Like I'd be sensitive to small situations. If my parents would hear about it, they'd be like, "Oh, this is so simple. You could have fixed it easily." But I'm so sensitive nowadays. I don't know how to explain it.
Like, you feel like it's a generation of people that aren't trustworthy as before. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe مش عارفة.
Because that's what I feel like. I feel like
Yeah.
the generation that we're living in, the trust issues are bad because of what people are doing to each other. Like you said, where it's like the first problem you encounter and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Or just like not willing to work on things when it gets hard. Because I feel like nowadays it's if something's hard, oh, I'd rather not deal with it. I'd rather just leave.
Yes.
So, and like we were talking about earlier with like cheating, like I feel like it's so common now. It's like other people's feelings don't matter. So now we're just a society full of trust issues. So,
And I feel like I feel a little bit of security knowing that I'm a Copt because their views on divorce is different where it's like it's not as encouraged. They're like, okay, let's go through everything before we even think about divorce, which I love that. I don't want to just I don't know, cut to like the divorce and just end it all.
Yeah.
But I like how everybody's personality in my church, my friends, everybody's like, no, like you're gonna work through things out, like everything out. Even if it's just friendship, we work to fix things, not to just tear it apart.
yeah.
You know, I feel
like that.
I feel like one of the biggest reasons for divorce, I'd say two things. Cheating will be the first one, and if you're like, if like they're abusing you, in a way, those should be the two reasons, in my own opinion, that I can say like I can't deal with that. But other than that, I think everything is fixable.
Aren't those like one of the church reasons as well, where it's like you
I
are
think-
allowed to have a
I
divorce?
think
Yep.
cheating, yes, but
like
the other
the-
one, I don't think.
Abuse?
Abuse,
think it
feel
is.
It
not.
definitely
Abuse, I
has to be
think it
one.
is.
I don't know, to be honest with you. I only know cheating. That's the only one I know.
I
You
don't
have to
know
Google
either.
it, I guess.
Yeah. Next scenario.
Let's go.
Okay. What if they were already married before you or had a kid? Would you even consider them?
No.
Oh. I don't know. I feel like I would want to be the first wife. Like, I think that's so big because for them, I mean, for me, they're going to be my first boyfriend, hopefully, and my first husband, my first kiss, and so forth. I don't want to be their second everything.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I don't want to also take care of a child that's not my own. I mean, by time, yeah, I'll love them and everything, but at the same time, I want my own, like, my own blood child. I don't want to take care of a child that's not mine, not in blood wise. And yeah, no, I just starting everything fresh with a person, I feel like that's better because if they got married and got divorced, why'd you get divorced? Especially if you have a kid, like you would have talked it out together, at least for your child. But if it got to the point that you got divorced, it's just like, why'd you get divorced? What happened?
I
If it
feel-
didn't work out the first time, what would make it work out the second time?
I feel like the reasons I think I'll be fine with it if I have why they got divorced from both sides. Like I speak to both people, like the husband and wife, and why what we can do better. And secondly, cut it off. And second, I feel like third, I feel like have you healed? Like, have they gone through the healing process? Are they fully healed? Are they ready for another partner? And is the kid okay with me being the other partner? Because that's important. Really
What if
important.
like their significant other passed away?
Oh, I could easily get into. I feel like first he still have to heal from that because it's traumatic, and
Yeah.
his kid as well. And I'm as long as it's fine, that's fine.
I mean, yeah, if the wife did pass away, then I feel like, yeah, yeah, he just like you said, he has to heal. He has to get over it because it'll take time. It'll take effort to get over it. Like
For
it's
both
not,
of them.
it's not easy to have your significant other that you've loved pass away and just get over it right away. If you got
That's
over it
it?
right away, then
That's
you
a red
never
flag.
loved them.
Yeah, that's a red flag. I
Yeah.
wouldn't go that way.
So it'll take years and years,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, as long as he's over it completely, then yeah, we
I
can.
know there is no over it completely, but at the same time, I don't want him to think like I don't want him to make me look like her, smell like her, dress like her. You know, like
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
that's a red flag.
Mhm.
But you will wonder
Yeah.
like I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
there's people
that's
like
true.
this.
Mhm.
I'd be scared that they would expect more of me. Like,
Yeah.
what if I'm just being me and he just thinks to himself, like, did I even choose the right person? Like, they're not like their old mom. They're not raising them the same way, you know? Like, I know a lot of this could be discussed before, but even after you get into marriage, I feel like there's still more to uncover.
Yes.
And I'd be scared that I just wasn't enough. And then it would just be this whole thing. And I never found the mate that I should have gotten.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I honestly agree with both opinions because it's really hard topic and it's also depending on what your capacity, I'd say, to actually take this or not, especially when there's a kid involved. If there's a single parent or yani, I mean, there are no kids involved, I think it's gonna be an easy yes. Okay, let's try it. But
Yeah.
if it's kids involved,
It's
yes,
just too hard.
it's
too
hard.
hard to
hard.
Yeah, it's too hard to
be a mom.
transition your whole entire life and become a mom right away and a wife right away and
I mean, there's so much
Yeah.
stuff that you have to sacrifice
mhm.
at this point.
And there's no promises the kid's going to like you.
No,
Sure.
That's, like,
this have to be
so scary.
This is what I'm saying. Like, can I be off topic for a little bit?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I think before getting married, I have to know them for at least 3-4 years.
Oh gosh.
No, I actually agree. I agree.
I just need to see them in so many situations. I know
Okay.
when I'm getting married to them, it's gonna be a totally different person, kind of thing. But at least I have a sense of who is that person.
You said no, like you don't have to date them for 3 to 4 years.
No, but at least like like watching them, like
Yeah.
and getting engaged for 2 years at least. Like if it's
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
like see them for 2 years, speak with them for 2 years. You don't have to date, but like we're getting to know each other, and then 2 more years engagement. I know him by heart now. I feel like I'm okay with them.
I like that. I
Yeah.
agree.
Connecting that to the point where kids involved in 4 years, I guess they get used to me.
True.
You never know.
Okay, what if the guy supports you as being a Coptic Orthodox, but he won't convert? Like he supports you, like, oh, go to church, but he wouldn't go to church with you. He wouldn't do any of that. Okay, me personally, no.
No.
Bye.
Yeah, no.
Catholic would be okay.
No. I feel like they're
other
still
thing-
different. They're
Not. I know Catholic. Like my half of my family was like Coptic Catholic, what we call them, something like around that area.
Just
And
Catholic.
no, because there is like room Catholic, and like this. There's so many of them.
Oh.
I feel like no,
But
it's just not gonna work out.
Coptic Catholic, they're exactly like us, kind of thing. Not exact.
It's called Coptic Catholic.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Oh.
I used to go to that church in Egypt, so I don't remember.
Okay.
And I was a little kid.
I'm just not familiar with it, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
but like they're actually like us, but they like
Yeah.
with another pope and all that. But I feel like the hardest part is when you have kids is where are they actually going.
Yeah.
So I kind of
Sure.
I don't know how I feel about this. Because like it's the problem with the kids always. Are you gonna take them to that church or that church?
Yeah,
And
like
at the same time, it's the problem with you. Like, are you gonna go with him and pray, or are you
Maybe
gonna go
one-
alone to your church?
I feel like Sunday here, Sunday there, it's not a big deal. But for kids, yes, they need stability.
I feel like it just usually that type. It just doesn't work out in the long run, and there's complications. Like, oh, I want my kid to be here, but then at the same time, you're like, okay, so that's not fair. I want our kid to be here too, and then there's just complications back and forth.
Anyways,
It just has to be the same or not at all.
I feel like anyways, we will never get married to people outside of our church because technically we can't.
Yeah, because the priest also wouldn't pray.
We wouldn't pray for that.
Pray for the wedding.
I'm actually not familiar with that, but like different types of Christianity, are there some that are okay to marry Coptic Orthodox, or you only have to be Coptic Orthodox?
Not Coptic, but Ethiopian. What else?
Greek,
Greek, and there is one
like
more.
any form of Orthodox.
And
you
they
mean?
have to
No,
be
not any.
baptized.
'Cause
They have to
Russian-
get baptized.
Yeah,
too.
Russian Orthodox or like the what do we call it? Not even Greek. Actually, no, Greek is not with us. Greek Orthodox are not with
I
us.
was about to say I don't think they
No,
are
we
because
can't
we had
be.
a split,
Yeah,
but
There's-
I don't know the history like that.
I remember we took it in pre-servant. Sorry, Abuna. I don't remember details.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I would prefer if he is Coptic Orthodox, but I don't know. I feel like we know some people that marry Catholics. Like, is that a bad thing?
No,
No.
Okay.
because I
Sometimes it
personally came from a family with a
Okay.
mix of Orthodox and Catholic,
Yeah.
and we never argued too much about.
Because I'm like not familiar with that. I'm just curious.
The only problem
I
is
feel like-
where are you gonna get the kids to go? Sunday school.
They have Sunday school too, don't they?
They do, but I mean,
The only
stability-wise.
difference is they touch their communion, right? Like that's
Oh yeah, that was a big
that's something
deal.
that they do.
Yeah,
Um,
it depends on which church you go to.
Yeah.
Because Room Catholic, I think so, called Room Catholic. Somewhere.
Roman Catholics?
I think so. Wasn't
Oh,
it?
I don't know. I'm asking if that's what
There
you
is a church in Egypt that I used to go there, but I can't take communion there, called Saint Rita.
Mhm.
And this church, I don't take communion because they touch their blood
Yeah.
people. But the other church that we used to go to, I can't remember the name of it. They're Catholic as well, but the priest is the only one who can actually touch the blood in the body. But they're
Okay.
still Catholic. The baptism is the one significant thing, how they baptize kids and all that.
I feel like what's more important to me, because like he could be Coptic Orthodox but not act like it, as long as you have God in your life,
Yeah,
and that's the center of everything that you do. Because also you going to church does not mean that you're a good Christian. So you have to have God in church, but also outside of church in your life. So that's just how I.
You know, one
view
thing
that.
that attract me to guys too is how close they are to God.
Yeah.
They don't have to be in church. Like when I'm talking to them, you'll feel like
Yeah.
They're
Actually,
leading
it's
you.
funny that you bring that up, but like a simple, like let's say we're all getting dinner together or something, and then they take the time to like do the sign of the cross or pray before they start eating. That actually, like, I'm
You're
like,
my
okay,
actual
I
daughter.
see you. No, seriously, because it's like,
yeah.
I guess not many people do that, and for you to do it publicly too, like that just says a lot
don't
about
have
your
to see you in
character.
church.
So
I don't have to see you in church. I just want to see God in you. That's
yeah, I agree.
I slightly don't, because for me, every Sunday I want to take my kids with my husband to church. Like even if he has a godly relationship, I want him to come to church with me. I don't want it to be just me and my kids. Like I prefer that the whole family on Sundays goes
Be
together.
together.
It's just a personal preference, but like I don't know. But if I had to choose between him just going to church and not having a relationship with God versus him going,
to church and not
Yeah.
have a strong.
yeah, you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I would prefer that he has a relationship with God, because then his
Yes.
actions.
But I would
change.
think that if he does have a good relationship with God, he would go to church. Maybe not
every
as often.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not every Sunday, but you guys would still be able to do that.
I feel like
So.
he will he will make the time with God a really serious time, you know?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like, oh, we're getting distracted, we can talk or any of that. No, when when he's at church, he's at church. Like we're just talking to God at this time.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to be every Sunday with me. I just want him to, when he's there, he have to teach my kids how to talk to God.
Right.
No, I like that. I like that point. I like that point. Okay. Do you want to go on to the next one?
Yeah.
All right. I like this one because I see two different views on this already. Okay. What if the guy is set on the mindset that a woman should stay home for work? Like, there's no going to work. You will be a stay-at-home mom.
No.
Really?
Thank God. I
No.
thought Joussia was gonna say
I was.
No. It's my own
And I'd
opinion.
be like, if
No.
he wants me
No.
to,
No.
like,
I do think that my home and my family comes first. But I have to work my work schedule around it.
okay.
But he can't force me to do something I don't want to do.
Period.
Thank you.
Okay.
What if he's like the kids are too young? You have to stay at home.
Yeah,
No.
if I have to stay at home, you have to stay at home too.
I like that.
That's it.
Dang. Okay, I have a different opinion then. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom.
Oh, we will all love it at 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
I always think about that.
But when you were saying that if I have to stay home, you have to stay home, I would say I disagree with that. I would stay home with the kids and he goes and makes the money, because like where are we getting the income from? Like I
No,
would
but,
force
like,
him to make it.
she means,
equal.
like, you guys switch off.
Yeah, like you don't have to force me to do it. Like, you know what I'm thinking? Like if I got married, I have to work my working schedule around my kids.
Yeah.
Like, yes, when they're young, I can leave my job or I can work part-time when he's at home, you know? But like it's not, because kids are not only my responsibility or his responsibility, it's both of us.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
So this is what I'm thinking. Like I can leave my job for a while, for a minute, like, but I have to take that choice. He can't force it.
Yeah.
I honestly wanted to, right when I first got married, I wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. Not mom yet. Stay-at-home wife. But staying home alone while he's at work, it's super boring.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what am I gonna do? I'm just sitting alone watching TV. Okay, next, what do I do? Go sleep? After I wake up, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And then it's just really boring. Like you have to at least go work, waste some time in the morning, and then come back home, and then he can, yeah, I guess stay keep working, but then he has to come home as well. Like it just no, I didn't like it. Like I wanted to do it, but then I'm like, I stayed home because I wasn't feeling well. And when I did, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to be a stay-at-home wife. Like,
Yeah.
what is this life? It's really boring.
I feel like I personally, for me, I just get a satisfaction of being my own person, having my own hobbies, my own career, and just like doing something for me. Like you said, being at home, I just feel like I would feel pointless. I don't
Yeah.
have something to do. I'm not chasing my dreams. I'm not doing something I like. So I honestly would just feel very pointless. And I mean, if I'm needed to stay home, I will. But like you said, it would have to be my decision. But I feel like it wouldn't be forever. So maybe once they get a little bit older, then I'll
Yeah.
start working again, doing the things I like again. So
Maybe like if daycare isn't a good choice, then yeah.
And that's all for the podcast. Now we're gonna play a game. We have a special guest, Steve Harvey. Please join us.
Alrighty, everybody. Okay, today we're gonna play He's a 10, but, or I don't think it, from the outline of the game, it's gonna be a different number after a few.
If
So,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
If he's a 10, there's a what?
yeah, like, you're gonna
just play the
He's
game.
a 10.
Dang, bro.
He's a 10.
Okay.
All right, first one. He's a 10, but has too big of an ego.
1. Oh my gosh. 1.
Wait, so are we like rating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
1 to
See?
10.
You're confused. Because he's
5.
not a 10.
5.
0.
I like whoever said 0.
Me.
Because sometimes ego can be mistaken for confidence, but sometimes it's too much.
I can't take ego.
But it says too big of an ego.
Oh, 3.
0.
Okay, well, Steve Harvey thinks 3.
What can I say?
I said it. 5.
I said 2.
2? Oh.
2.
Close enough.
I got it right
Okay.
on the dot. Anyway,
Next one. He is a 10, but is rude to waiters and doesn't tip.
1.
1. Yeah.
1.
2.
What?
I just
That's their money. Like that's what they're making.
tip.
Yeah, like tip, like money.
I thought you would say he's rude. The problem is that he's rude. I mean, sometimes I can't leave tip. I can barely afford myself.
I know, but I'm saying like he can afford it, but he's being or Steve Harvey's saying.
Oh, then I won.
No, you can hold.
No, I won. If he can afford it and he's not doing it, then I won.
Okay.
If he can't, like me, that's fine.
So did everybody answer?
Yes.
All right. I think he'd be a 3.
Can we get Steve Harvey out of here? He's wrong.
Okay.
Or she.
Next one. He is a 10, but he doesn't go to church or read the Bible.
I'm scared to answer.
2.
6.
A 4.
3.
Like, I think it's really important that he does, but I can help him get there.
Yeah. 6.
Yeah, I agree. 4. I feel like you could bring them closer to church. So I don't think it's.
I can change him.
Anyway, next one. He is a 10, but he is a mama's boy.
0.
0.
Negative 100.
0.
Oh, gosh.
0.
1.
I want his opinion, not his mom opinion.
I want to be in a relationship with him, not
Not
his
his mom.
mother.
Definitely.
Okay. He is a 10, but never initiates conversations.
That's a 0.
0.
0.
We were just
No,
talking about that.
4. 0. I can't be doing everything. No.
I can do it. So I can give him 2 because I can, but at the same time, not always. Can't do this all the time.
0.
I think 4 because
2 will be enough.
What if? Actually, no. Maybe 2.
Actually, I want to change mine to 3. What if he's just really shy?
Yeah, I was about to say that. But then it's like when it says never, is it like he's never ever gonna initiate conversation?
2 will be enough for him.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Steve Harvey says.
You're thinking?
Did you say 7?
Uh,
No, she didn't.
Nah.
What is it?
We go into
Steve.
3 or 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm really feeling my 3s today.
I see.
He is a 10, but his snap score is 1 million plus.
I think he's still a 10. Because what if he had a snap when he was young?
I don't understand that anyways.
Oh.
Am I that old?
Do you have
Yeah.
Snapchat?
I do have Snapchat.
Okay, snap score is like he snapped back and forth a million times.
A lot of people range, like most people range from like 100,000 to like 300,000 if they've
Yeah.
had it for a minute.
What if he's famous?
Like mine right now is
I mean,
probably like a 100 something thousand,
if
and
he's
I've had it
No
since
money.
like middle school. So
I-
he has 1 million.
What if he's famous?
No, we're just talking about like normal. Like so
Like he have a lot of connection. Let's say a lot of people using. I don't know, street.
well, that's what would change your opinion on the rating.
I feel like a 10 still. Yeah. I don't think that will affect him.
I would say 8.
What do you think, Gina?
I think one of the guests on the show is being outed right now.
Non-existent.
What do you think?
A 4 or 5.
Works.
Can we just
There is bias. There is bias right now.
I'm thinking 6 or 7.
Okay, thing.
I was
All right.
close.
Next one. He is a 10, but he's a I'll never download TikTok guy.
Oh, that's fine.
He's a 10.
He's still a
fine.
10.
That's a 10.
You don't waste your
I don't have
time.
TikTok.
It doesn't matter.
You have a career. You don't have time to waste on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends.
Green flag.
No, it depends. It could be a green flag, like, oh, okay, like.
Whatever is in TikTok is actually in Instagram.
You watch the
Okay,
reels.
get out.
You guys, I don't have TikTok, but I live through Instagram.
I think it would be a 9 because who would I send the TikToks to be honest.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's
I
smart.
would think it like that.
Like,
I
what if
think
they're
about that.
annoying? They're like, no, I'm never gonna download TikTok, and they're like using it as like an insult. Like, you remember back then when everybody was like, I'm not gonna download TikTok because they think it's like brain rotting. That gets on my nerves. I'm like, just control yourselves. Like, if you don't want to obsess over the app, don't obsess. Just turn it off.
It's so hard. But yeah, I agree.
Next.
All right. He's a 10 but never replies on time.
Uh-oh.
He's still a 10.
No.
He's 100.
No.
He's 100. I don't
No.
reply at all. Sorry.
5.
10.
2.
100.
And they're just giving it.
200?
200. Okay. Because I don't reply on time.
No.
Okay, maybe
2.
that's probably why. 'Cause she doesn't respond either.
I don't respond either. So I'm not going
Okay.
to.
Match
If you call
made in
me, you'll
heaven.
find me. But if you did not, if you text me, probably you're not. So
No.
fine.
Just 2. And that's just giving it 2.
100.
I want to do one.
Oh.
He's a 10, but he wears suits for absolutely no reason.
10. Anyways, can we remove this guest off the show and deduct this person? Anyways, I think 5. 5. All right, next one. He's a 10 but doesn't take school seriously.
0.
2.
1.
A 3, 4. I feel like it's maybe he's doing another thing.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine he has a business or something like
Yeah.
outside of schooling.
So why are you in school?
Bitcoin?
Hey.
I need a degree still.
Yeah, like he needs to make sure it's working out before he comes.
I always have a second
Correct.
plan.
So if you don't know that the business is gonna work out, then you should take school seriously.
But I mean, if you're rich,
Yeah, if you're rich, then why are you in school if you're not gonna take it seriously? You're just wasting your time.
no. But I mean,
People want that.
I don't take my
image.
school all the time
Oh, like a
seriously, but I
degree.
get good grades somehow.
I mean, but you take it seriously though.
Last minute, yeah. I have an exam on Monday, and I'm here.
Prayers needed for Joussia.
Thank you.
Well, I think it depends, to be honest. So I'm saying 5 again. Next, he's a 10, but he doesn't understand your humor. 0.
0.
We just screamed
1.
0.
Why is he even one of the options?
Literally.
I
wouldn't
also
consider-
think 0.
Yeah. Let's
All
just
right.
joke.
Next one. He's a 3, but pays for everything.
Sunny, ulitin nga?
He's a 3, but pays for everything.
He's a 10.
She want the money.
He's a 10. No, but why we call him a 3? What's wrong
Like-
with him?
The way he looks
Yeah.
is a 3.
Shuftu? Digyan natin.
No, let's not start this again.
He's a
Okay.
10.
I say
He's a 9.
7.
A 9.
I was gonna say
Hmm.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
5.
Looks
Say 7 too. All right. He is a
always on.
5, but holds and opens every door for you.
He's a 10. 10, 10, 10. He's a 10, 10.
Also 7.
oh. All right, way to kill the vibe.
All right. He's an 8, but the gym is his whole personality.
0.
Well, I think that might be.
If gym and
Yeah.
cars is your whole personality,
No,
I don't
0.
even want to talk to you. Like
Actually,
that could be a part of your personality. I'm getting threatened behind the camera.
Okay,
I
I
hope
think-
you get.
Yeah, I think maybe like a. Maybe everybody is being a little too harsh. I think maybe a 3.
yeah, I was about to say
maybe
2.
maybe the gym is their safe place. Like
Yeah.
maybe they
No, but it
that
says
builds
it's
up their confidence.
everyday.
It says it's his whole personality, so
Like-
there's nothing else.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
you shouldn't like make the gym over your wife or children or girlfriend.
Yeah,
or
so
anything
if
like
it's your
that.
whole personality, then that's not good.
Or like when people are like, "Oh no, I can't make it somewhere. I have to gym."
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's a 2.
Move it.
Anyway, that's a 2. If it's actually, yeah, مش عارفة. If it's if it's your comfort zone.
Yeah, but it's saying it's your whole personality.
Like, that's all you
have,
care
You
about.
have
Anything else?
nothing.
I always speak
Oh.
about music and no one's saying anything about
Yeah,
it.
but that's different. That's a passion.
Okay.
But like
This is personality.
music is not your whole personality, right? Like you sing, you are getting an education.
Yeah.
You are a funny person.
Okay, this part.
Sometimes.
I'm serious. Okay. Ew, I did not just compliment you this many times.
Ooh.
But all I'm
Much
saying is that's not your whole personality. It's
Okay.
saying like that's all he talks about. That's all he does.
No, then no.
And like she was saying, like he'll cancel to
Can-
go to the gym.
Can I be nice to him and say 1?
Sure.
Go for
1.
it.
1.
Steve Harvey agrees. 1. Change my mind to 2. Okay. He is an 8, but he is vegan.
No. Bye. Bye. I need my beef. Bye. My chicken.
I think he stays at an 8.
Oh.
No,
9. That's not bad.
I don't want to judge him, but I want to eat beef.
I mean, us as cops
Chicken.
fast like majority of the year,
That's
so
true.
he's just doing it
Can he?
all the time.
Can he be vegan when we're fasting? Okay, he stays at an 8.
No.
7, a 7. 7 will be
Not-
okay.
Imagine you're at Wingstop and he's like, "No, I'm not gonna eat that."
No.
Like then I'm just
that's a
eating by
no.
myself.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's true.
Like that's so embarrassing.
Okay, we're going back to
Look at it.
5.
That's why there's a place that has vegan wings.
No, it's not the same.
5.
Okay,
need my
okay,
Wingstop.
okay. Let's find a common ground. You go get Wingstop. He gets his vegan wings. Y'all meet and eat wings together.
That's such a hassle. Just
But-
eat the beef.
wait,
eat the chicken.
but wait, what? I can't
kidding.
steal anything from him? I can't
You
steal
can steal his vegetables.
You don't know me.
No. Mm-mm. No.
Okay.
5.
I think maybe 6 or a 7 because I guess that's who he is as an individual. Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. I think he would be like a 6 or a 7. That's my final thought. I wouldn't find it that,
Yeah.
Anyways,
You're making me feel
Next.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
he's a 10 but can't swim.
Oh, that's a 10.
I
That's
can't
fine.
swim.
It's a 10. I
Yeah.
can't either. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He's a 12.
That's a He's going from 2 to 12.
Imagine y'all are in a pool and he reaches the part where he can't.
That's fine. That's fine.
I feel like that would
We're-
give me an egg. That would give me an egg if he started,
Hey,
if
hey.
he started
He's
drowning.
tall. He's tall. He's tall. He's 6 feet.
No, like imagine he jumps into the 12-foot pool and you just
Y'all both drowning and he can't save you.
I can't do that. You better learn how to
Okay.
swim.
So I feel like this is something that I could teach him. This is like, I can give him my knowledge.
Teaching lessons.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, but
I
I'm
swim
saying
like
it
a
would be
dog,
so
so I
fun.
can't complain.
Swim like a dog.
Yeah,
Great.
I think maybe a 7.
Okay.
Because why, at your big age, can you not swim? Thank you.
I'm 21. I
Is this
can't
a-
swim. I feel
I
attacked.
forgot they said they can't swim. Okay,
Am I supposed to
okay,
be
girls.
excluded?
Okay, wait. But
Whatever.
for them, it's different. Okay.
It is
Mesh.
different.
Different.
Like
It's
a girl
different.
that
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just a
Being
girl.
so judgmental right now.
Right. It's different. It's different. Okay. Next, he is a 1, but he can cook good.
Oh, he's a 6.
Bro, that's so fine. 9.
But he's a 1. What does that mean?
No,
That's,
but like
that one is
looks or-
hard.
Looks or personality?
No,
I
both.
think
it's
Both?
always
Both.
looks. It's always
Okay.
looks.
Both. It
I
has
would.
to be
I
both.
think that would bump him up to like a 3 or 4.
Really?
Okay.
But if you're a
5.
1,
Max.
Five.
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 Dang, I liked my 8. Like if they can cook good, I feel like I'm just gonna like I will.
So you're just not gonna look at him,
No,
but just eat.
give me the vote.
yes, but like I'm gonna associate the food.
I need a
with
picture.
them. I'm gonna associate the food with them, and then my rating's automatically just gonna go up.
No. Mm-mm.
You know that
Guys,
there is women.
psychology.
ثانية واحدة, there is women that actually steal the heart of men by actually cooking well for them.
Maybe not our hearts.
That's not making me think. Like, don't.
It makes me hungry, but that's
Okay, let's go next. I'm hungry.
Right, Jersey Mike sounds real good right now. I don't know about y'all.
We.
Anyways.
This is not a promotion.
Not promoted. Okay. I think maybe a 6.
okay. Okay,
I
that's
don't
close.
really- right,
That's
like
five.
next, he is the 10, but still believes in Santa. Like for real, for real believes in
10.
Santa that he's gonna come
Who's
down the
saying 10?
chimney.
Who's saying 10? He gonna leave little cookies out for Santa.
That's
Right,
fine.
right.
That's fine.
In
I was
his
thinking
30s?
one of my children's. It's okay.
You're gonna have the kids
He
going
can
down there
help
eating the
make
cookies
the
for him.
magic real for your
Hey, it's okay. It's
No,
okay.
actually, that's like
At
a
5.
Yeah.
He's a
Five
coochie
or four.
coochie. He's a coochie
Have
coochie.
fun.
It's okay.
Okay, so your husband
He's
the
a
night
coochie
before
coochie.
is gonna put cookies and milk out.
I will do it for them. He still believes in Santa.
You're better than me.
I know, but you'd be the person who walks down and
Okay,
eats
are you
it.
mad? 9.
9?
خلاص?
That's still too high.
That 1 point
It's a
deduction
5.
did something, you guys.
Wow.
I think 3.
A
Not for
3.
me. Sorry.
I agree.
Next,
Two
he's a
Joussia.
5, but he is really good with kids. This is the last one, you guys.
At 8.
I already have my opinion on this.
8.
Go for it.
A 10.
8.
That's a 10.
I agree with the 8.
A smooth 10.
7.
I think 8 or 9.
8.
If
I
kids
have
love
a
him, I
and
gotta
hate
love him
relationship
too.
with kids, so.
Oh. No, it's just hate. Trust.
Oh.
It's just hate.
If kids love him, I gotta love him too. I feel like it's like coochie coochie bardo.
Yeah, the only.
What is that word?
I don't know.
Cut that out. Who cut
No.
that out? You're gonna get canceled.
No.
You're gonna get canceled. In this generation we live in, you're gonna get canceled. Stop saying that, please.
Say Pookie. Trust.
Coochie coochie. You know what?
That word means something different
No,
in
it's
today's
like-
slang.
You're getting
Well-
you're getting canceled.
Oh really? Is it a bad word?
What? Just
It's a
say
bad
Pookie
word.
instead.
Yeah.
Pookie.
Let's-
You guys.
Negative
why?
10 points off of
We'll
that
just
one
beep
right there.
over that.
Why is always like this? Like why is ليه كل حاجة غلط?
English.
Why is everything wrong? Like words. This is another discussion after that. We can discuss that later.
Well, that's,
That's raps.
it for the Coptic topic spin-off of Family Feud. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for Jessica, Gena, and Joussia, and Steve Harvey for joining us today. You can watch all of our content on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having
Thank you.
We are CTP. Have a blessed day.